Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd check in just to pull some orders with you guys. It is currently Sunday, so usually on Sundays I pull ahead just so I'm able to pack on Monday morning and not have to worry about picking the order. Everything will be right here in front of me. Also wanted to fill you guys in on something I've been doing. So I've been taking, since it's been a little slow lately on eBay because the summer slowdown, I wanted to go over some of the stuff I've been doing. So a lot of old inventory was stored in this rack. I kind of went through and took out all the stuff that hasn't been moving in a while, and also reorganizing the area just with the A and the B. I don't know if you noticed that. So it's even more organized than it was before. And I also took advantage of me going through my inventory and changing everything to Ground Advantage. Now, Ground Advantage is, if you guys are not aware, they used to have first class package and also parcel post. On July 8th, I believe, is when they took that away and replaced it with Ground Advantage. And eBay gave us like a grace period, and I think it's past that grace period time. Funny thing, there was not much activity on the stuff that hadn't changed to Ground Advantage, and then as soon as they changed it to Ground Advantage, I saw some more activity on the listings that weren't moving. So just FYI, maybe you should, if you guys have an eBay store, change your shipping method to Ground Advantage if you are a first class package, because perhaps eBay is hiding those listings. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's pull some orders, and without further ado, let's start. Alright, the first order is Dragon Quest IX case, and it's just a case only. This was one of the, for my competition at a yard sale for free. Yeah, it's basically pure profit. It should be on this shelf right here. I think it's this right here. Alright, so we'll pull this one down. Yeah, it's more organized. I took out all the non-books and media out of here and just kept it video games or DVDs. This Dragon Quest IX sold for $23.19 plus shipping, which is great because, again, that was free. Up next, we have a DVD, and this is one of the ones that was Ground Advantage, but it should have been media mail. The Island of Dr. Murdu, unrated, and also Gothica Horror Films DVD. This should be over here in the bookshelf. I know it's a little dark, I apologize. I think it's in this little basket.
One eternity later.
Okay, so it's right here. Gothica and then Dr. Mordu. So it's in this shelf, and there's actually another order right here. Right here, the Giada at Home. So that's sold as well, so I need to get those out. So this, I can kill two birds with one stone in this, on this shelf real quick. So let me knock this out real quick. Okay, these two ended up selling for $4.55. We went ahead and pulled two other orders that were in that same location. So Everyday Italian, this set right here, ended up selling $20. I think I only paid a total of $30 for that set, so $20 is very fair. And I did sell another set for like $40, so I'm $60 in now. I'm definitely in the profit, so very, very nice find. And I still have more of this cooking stuff that I haven't sold yet, so that was a very, very good buy. Alright, so the next item is over here in the B racks right here. It's in this here, and I utilize this little case thing for video games. There's a bunch of other things you can use. You can use it for charms, buttons, or any little thing that you want to store a bunch of. But the item we sold was right here. We actually sold this is Super Mario Advance 4. That ended up selling for $17.84 plus shipping. So I must have sent an offer on that. But yeah, I really like this case thing. It's very useful to store small items every now and then. So the next item is an N64 game, and it should be right here on the small shelf. I think it's right here. The new Tetris. So that ended up selling for $18.69, which is cool. All right, for our next order, it was actually a bid. So I made a couple of auctions. They didn't go as well as I planned, but I'm just happy to get rid of this stuff because it's just been sitting and sitting and sitting. And I just wanted to get rid of it. I actually have more PS1 games as is I need to sell, so overall do more of those bid things. And again, it didn't go as well as I wanted to, but so here they are. And they are scratched, sold as is, so that's why they're not in protective cases. I will be putting them in some protective type of case, of course, for shipping, so they don't get damaged or broken. But more or less, they are already scratched, they don't work. So that's already disclosed in the listing. So anyways, this stack of PS1 games sold for $12. So yeah, like I said, it wasn't a crazy deal or anything. And the other one went a little better than this one. I don't know, I'm not sure why, but more or less, I just wanted to get rid of it. It's just taking up space in my inventory. All right, the next 4 orders are going to be cards. 3 of them are in one order, so let's go ahead and pull those over there. And this is the only inventory I actually store in my room because they're small and I don't have to walk far normally. So this is the first one, Graceful Charity. I think I ended up selling that one for $35 like it says. The next one is Solemn Judgment, which is right here. Okay, and then Blackluster Soldier. I think that's over here. Yeah, Blackluster Soldier. And then I have one more that is a rare. I found the next one, Shadow Tamer. 2 cards. Alright, I finally got those cards pulled. So the first one we're going to go over is Graceful Charity. That ended up selling for $35.99. The second one is Solemn Judgment, right here. That ended up selling for $11.99. The last card in that order, because this is all one order right here, that one ended up being $18.99. I'll be refunding the buyer the rest of the shipping. And then this Shadow Tamer right here, there's only 2 of them, and that ended up selling for $2.99. It's a $3 card, and you might be saying, Grimzy, is it really worth it? Again, if you break down all the sales I've done for cards and just combine them, it ends up being worth it. Yeah, I know it's a little bit, but it adds up after a while. And you're going to be able to see how many of these I have. I have too many Wii Sports right here. So I had a bunch in backlog. And yeah, normally I wouldn't have this many Wii Sports, but recently I was able to get some help for testing games, and it actually helped a ton. So I expected these not to work because they're kind of scratched, but it actually ended up working. So this one right here ended up selling for $15.99. So that was a very, very nice sale. All right, the next order I believe is back here again. So earlier I pulled something from here. It's right here. Pretty sure that's it. This is the downside of stacking everything like this. You have to undig it, but it's right here. Triple Terror Collection, and it's like a horror movie collection, and that ended up selling for $6.79. And again, that was part of that horror movie buy I did for like 20 bucks. The next item I actually posted, and it sold like in an hour after I posted it. It's Xbox 360 games. These 2 games, Call of Duty Ghost and Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This one has just the wrong cover art and booklet, but it is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So both of these ended up selling for $12.99 for that. Another one in that same shelf back here is Left 4 Dead. Let's see where it's at. It's right here. Left 4 Dead. It is the player's choice, or the player's platinum hits. And that ended up selling, I think, for $14.99. Yes, $14.99. That was a quick sell too. I listed it, and like not even 5 minutes later it sold. So Left 4 Dead 2 is a very good game to flip for Xbox 360. A lot of people tend to ignore Xbox 360 games when they're out in the wild. The systems, yes, I agree, are a little harder to get rid of, but the games are kind of easy if you bundle them up or you know what you're doing. This is an example of the ground advantage stuff. This stuff has been listed for a while, no movement on these plushes, and then all of a sudden I changed them to Ground Advantage, and then all of a sudden one of them sold. So that makes me think, like, had I not changed it to Ground Advantage, would it have sold? Is eBay hiding those listings? Something to think about. Hold it down. This little octopus guy sold, so I must have sent an offer. And again, he was listed for a while, and then as soon as it changed to Ground Advantage, it makes me think, like, you know, I think eBay was hiding the listing, or maybe it wasn't available or something. I don't know.
Right? Wrong!
Sony PSP. I think I had priority, and I changed it to Ground Advantage, and then it sold because of that. So this PSP ended up selling for $61.74. The next one we're pulling is actually right here, Galaga. So it's up here in the small shelf, and again, I mentioned it before. Typically, the stuff in this small shelf is supposed to be, you know, fast moving. It sometimes doesn't work out like that, but I try, so hopefully it ends up, for the most part, that all this stuff should be moving pretty quickly. But anyways, this sold internationally, so that's going to be going overseas. It sold for $18.99 plus ship. Next game is a PS4, Ratchet and Clank. That one's super easy. It's right here. It's Ratchet and Clank for PS4, $7.99. Finished doing a couple things. So I put all these PS1 games in cases, the one that were as is. That way they're protected when they're shipping. One of the other orders I had was this Burn Up W anime DVD, and that sold for $15.29. A very nice pickup. I think I paid $1 for that, so that's awesome. Another order I got was these 4 Game Boy Advance games. I think the best one being The Sims. So for that I got $14.62. So that was pretty cool. The last thing I ended up pulling was this Xbox 360. It's the e-console, 1 controller, power cord, and then of course the power brick. So for that, I got $49.99 plus shipping. Alright, so that pretty much concludes my eBay orders for today. Here's a picture of what everything looks like packed. And then hopefully you guys are enjoying these pulling videos. I enjoy them. It keeps me company while I'm doing my thing. So I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it too. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And we'll see what I find next. Or what I pick next. Thanks guys.